A very good evening to you. Welcome to JoyNews Prime. We're coming to you live from our studios here at Kokomlimle, and we're also live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 125 and across the world on myjoyonline.com. Coming up, founder of the Christo Asafo Church, revered as a trailblazer in Ghana's industrial and technological space, was also known for his philanthropic works and his role in advancing indigenous innovation through his Kantanka brand, Apostle Kojo Safo, dead. Minority leader in parliament says NDC is fast losing the goodwill of Ghanaians due to what he describes as the government failure to deliver on key promises. Huge discounts spark excitement at the ongoing Ecobank JoyNews Habitat Fair happening at the Good Park near Accra Mall. We are your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Please stay with us for details. Thanks for joining us. Now to a very first story. Minority Leader in Parliament, Alexander Afenyo-Marking, has warned that the governing National Democratic Congress, NDC, is fast losing the goodwill of Ghanaians due to what he describes as the government's failure to deliver on key promises. Addressing students of the University of Media, Art and Communication, Mr. Afenyo-Marking said the high rate of unemployment, the government's inability to tackle illegal mining, galamsey, and the lack of a clear roadmap for the much-touted 24-hour economy initiative are eroding public confidence in the administration. He accused the government of prioritizing rhetoric over action, stressing that Ghanaians expect solutions, not political slogans.
Branding, packaging is everything. Of course. So if you are aspiring to be a political strategist, take this from me. Branding, packaging is everything. So within 8 years, our friends could come and create a deficit of 2.1 million for us. And even our mighty 88, they have managed to snatch one to make it mighty 87. But all too soon, they have forgotten themselves. They have started sliding and they don't see it. They have forgotten the jobs issue, the 24-hour economy they seem to have forgotten. The galamsey they promised they are going to deal with it, they have forgotten. Central region, the water is not flowing, water's bodies polluted. The gold bond that was set up, beautiful idea. But I warned them in Parliament that it was going to promote galamsey, and that is what is happening. Gentlemen and ladies, situation is getting out of hand, and that is a reality. And our friends should not take that great image they have for granted. It's getting out of hand. By January next year, the youth will begin to ask about the jobs. At that point, it's no more about going to say this or that. It's not about the song and it's not about anything again. You can't continue to blame the Akufo-Addo government anymore. They will need the deliverables. Today, if you are a political opponent and you are not careful, you get arrested for criticizing the government. They say causing fear and panic. These are the things that politicians take for granted when they get power. And in the end, before they realize it's too late to recover.
The minority leader also took on a circuit court judge, Samuel Bright Aqua, who on Friday remanded the Bono regional chairman of the NPP, Kwame Bafo, also known as Abronye, into custody.
The best way to sustain democracy is to ensure that institutions work, and they work for the good of all. So yesterday, a judge receives Abronye in his court. Earlier in the week, the police go to him. The prosecutor says to the judge, I want you to remand him till Friday. Then he also granted. Yesterday we were in court. This is what the judge said. Listen to him. He's a judge. Listen to him. He says, quote, accused person before the court is facing 2 charges of misdemeanor. Misdemeanor is a lesser offense, an offense that means nothing, really. If you are convicted, it's a fine, then you go home. This is important. It says, however, in this instant case, the court will not look at only the charges being misdemeanor, but will extend it to the position of the IGP to the country. That is the head of the police service. The words which came from the accused person is likely to put the security of the nation into disrepute. Then he goes further to worsen the matter. He says, it is always said that all persons are equal are equal persons, but in practice, it is not so. Then he quotes George Orwell's satire, The Animal Farm. One of the commandments is that all men are equal, but some are equal than others. Translated into this case, all men are equal, but some are more equal than others. This is what the judge said. To remand Abronye into custody again. If you are a judge and you're remanding somebody into custody, what you are basically saying is that if the person is granted bail, he may not come to court for trial, or he would interfere in the investigation. The judge did not say this in his ruling.
And to other stories, Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwing has expressed deep concern over the rising cases of drug and substance abuse in the Upper West region, particularly among the youth. He described tramadol and other illicit substances as champion killers, noting that they have devastated and claimed the lives of many young people in the area. Mr. Bagwing, who also serves as the chief of Dakagli in the Wala state, called for a concerted national effort to address the menace. He urged stakeholders to draw on the strength, resilience and emotional intelligence of women in leading the fight against the substance abuse. Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
The 105th Dumba celebration of the Wala state was held on the theme, the fight against drug abuse, the role of traditional authorities. It brought together people from all walks of life, including paramount, divisional and sub-chiefs and queen mothers, to deliberate on development challenges in the area with a view to finding solutions to them. The Dumba Festival is a mixture of tradition and religion as it is celebrated to mark the birth of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagwing, himself an honorary chief of the Kagale, expressed worry over the increasing cases of opioids in the region, particularly among the youth. He has the following statistics to back his claim.
Statistics from the Upper West Regional Mental Health Unit indicate that between 2018 and 2020, 700 people suffered mental disorders resulting from drug abuse. In 2021 alone, nearly 400 people suffering such disorders were treated in the region. Undoubtedly, this figure has currently increased. One study conducted in the region showed that 77.6% of those interviewed had abused tramadol, while 83.9%, that is just 84%, of them have taken at least one other related drug. And these are people within the active population age between 15 and 45 years.
Dakarna Alban Babwin further elaborated on the issue.
In recent times, tramadol and what is also called red have become a champion killer. These are killers ravaging homes, making young people lose all sense of humanity.
NDC Johnson Asedun Ketie, who a day earlier was enskined as Bogna, whose literal means chief warrior, noted that despite the increasing cases of opiates in the country, there is no need to despair, calling for the opening of rehabilitation centers by the government to deal with the menace.
My view is that whilst we continue chasing the drug barons and punishing them criminally, I want to submit that the addicts must be seen as victims, and the state should begin thinking about establishment of rehabilitation, drug rehabilitation centers, so that we can deal with the effects of drugs among our youth.
Our Regional Minister, Lawyer Charles Wongo Kwozun, who represented President John Dramani Mahama, opined that the fight should not be left on the shoulders of the government alone, urging traditional rulers to join the wagon.
Chiefs, elders, and opinion leaders command immense respect. When you speak, your people listen. When you lead, your people follow. I therefore call upon our revered traditional rulers to rise as sentinels of sobriety and join forces with government, religious leaders, and civil society to combat this menace.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam. Wow.
And to another sad note, the Safo family, the Christo Asafo Church, have confirmed the passing of Apostle Kojo Safo Kantanka, one of Ghana's technology pioneers, announcing that he died peacefully on Thursday, September 11, 2025. In a statement signed by his daughter, Sarah Adjoa-Safo, former MP for Domiko Abenya, the family described Apostle Safo as a true genius, the beacon of hope for many, and a father for the fatherless. My colleague Stephen Mensah was at the family residence and filed this report.
It's been about 7 hours since the official communication from the family of the late Apostle Kojo Safo Kantanka announcing his demise. In a statement signed by his daughter Adjoa-Safo Kantanka, the family indicates that the man, often referred to as the Star of Africa, died peacefully in his sleep. With profound sorrow and deepest grief, the Safo family and the Christo Asafo Church announces the peaceful passing of Ghana's beloved man of God, the greatest technological icon, philanthropist, agriculturalist, and industrialist, popularly referred to as Kantanka, the African star. Our deepest father passed away peacefully on Thursday, 11 September 2025. Romans 14 verse 8 states, "For if we live, we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord." Apostle Safo was a true genius, a father to the fatherless. Ghana has indeed lost a gallant son and a true legend. His unique persona was shaped by his life struggles, dreams, resilience, courage, determination, and dedication to his calling and conviction. During this time of grief, we humbly request that the general public respects the privacy of the family and loved ones. Burial and funeral arrangement shall be duly communicated in the coming days. Here at his residence, the atmosphere is heavy with grief. Church members, relatives, and workers of one of Ghana's foremost technology pioneers arrived to commiserate with the family. While others are overwhelmed with wailing, some say they are still in shock at the sudden announcement of his passing.
Wouldn't you buy on the vessel? Not necessarily why, not necessarily a tenor, but not solid. Not I want to us so. Yen to me quite a second, yet here do pusa. Not the Akadia see moto mono, and the baby and near to middle side.
The family says funeral arrangements will be announced after a family meeting. Reporting for Joy News, live from his residence here at Taifa, I am Stephen Mensah.
And that's the star of Africa gone, but his legacy lives on. We'll take a quick break from here. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And you're still live on JoyNews Prime. Thanks for joining us. Now, the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry has outlined a transformative vision for Ghana's economy, stating that under the Feed the Industry module, local farmers will receive the technical support needed to upskill production and become the primary engine for industrial growth and a positive trade balance. She announced this at the launch of the National Agribusiness Dialogue, an initiative also hailed for its significant potential to create jobs nationwide.
For decades, the narrative has been familiar. Ghana rich in agricultural potential, yet struggling to fully harness it. But the new National Dialogue aims to rewrite that story, promising a direct pipeline from the farmer's field to the factory floor and ultimately to the global market. The launch of the National Agribusiness Dialogue has set a bold new agenda. The core message here is simple but transformative. It is no longer just about feeding the nation, but about strategically feeding our industries to power the entire economy. Elizabeth Owusu-Ajari is the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry.
For long, issues affecting industry, especially those processing agro products, are lack of raw material, access to funding, and the capacity to build machinery to produce competitively. So with the addition of agribusiness, we are here to ensure that there is raw materials in the right quantity and quality to feed industry.
The benefits for our local traders and farmers are numerous. This system moves us beyond subsistence. It is about targeted production of high-quality raw materials, creating a reliable and sustainable base for our manufacturing sector.
The best part of agribusiness is the production of raw materials, which is the domain of my people, especially people in Techima North, South, Bruno East, the North, and what have you. So the agribusiness part is even going to help peasant farmers upscale. It's going to help people who really want to go into commercial contract farming to get businesses.
The minister highlighted the program's cornerstone, the Feed the Industry model. This isn't just about asking farmers to grow more. It is about pairing them with the technical experts to ensure what they grow meets the specific standards industries demand.
One of our programs is Feed the Industry, where we are cultivating hectares of land in respect of raw materials to feed our industry. So agribusiness has come to create opportunities for business people, for farmers, and then people who are interested in value addition.
The ultimate goal, a fundamental shift in the nation's economic energy. The minister envisions a future where this agro-industrial synergy turns the tide on our trade balance.
Agribusiness will bring a new energy into our economy, and I think that the momentum that it has taken, it will take that same momentum to ensure that we reap the benefits of agribusiness.
And the impact, according to local leaders, will be felt on the ground. The district chief executive for Techima North, the minister's own constituency, sees this as a potential engine for job creation.
It means that the farmer will be so key in both the nut and the fruit and will get economic benefit from them so that we can have it processed. And if we do that, that is the value addition that we're talking about, to create more jobs for our people. Farmers will also intensify their activities, and especially they will also be keen in their cultural practices to make sure that they take good care of the cashew trees.
The vision is clear: to weave agriculture and industry into a single powerful economic fabric. The launch of this dialogue is just the first stage. The real test will be in its implementation, transforming policy into prosperity, one harvest and one job at a time. Anna Sabit, Joy News. Tiobodo.
Now to the final day of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Mini clinic at the Accra Mall drew massive crowds, with patrons walking away satisfied and vendors recording good sales. The biggest surprise came when award-winning artist K Promise passed through to check out some of the exhibits, adding star power to the fair. Meanwhile, EcoBank's head of marketing and brands, Regina Ofori, shared her excitement about the success of the clinics and teased even bigger things ahead in October's main fair. My colleague Jacqueline Ansumayabwa has more.
It's the last day of the fair clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, and it's raining discounts. A lot of people trooping in, vendors are also happy, and patrons are also happy. But then, I have one patron here. Let me find out from you, sir. I saw you moving around to the various stands. Have you gotten what you wanted?
Yes, I got a few of the things that I needed. Actually, it's a package of about 4 for 4,000, which I think is very good. When you go to the shops, I'm not sure you're going to get it like this. Aside that, they have people to install the CCTV cameras for you, and then they also have a lot of services that they offer in addition. So I've taken their number, and I wish to contact them later and then get some for my house.
Sure. But your overview so far, what do you think about the EcoBank Joy News Habitat?
Oh, it is great. It is very, very great. Actually, I heard this via radio, and from church I decided to stop over to see.
The place is nice. It is nice. Yeah, we are very, very impressed about the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to any of the stands yet?
Yes, we have been through some of it, and it is okay. Yeah.
All right. Now for you, I know you wouldn't speak English, you do French for me, but your overview so far.
Alors, je trouve que c'est une initiative très intéressante. Il y a beaucoup d'exposants qui proposent de nombreuses choses qui sont très pertinentes, notamment pour l'aménagement résidentiel. Donc c'est une très belle initiative.
Okay. Could you translate for me? Do you know what she said? I'm pretty sure what she was trying to say was like, I mean, it's good, right?
Yeah, it's good, especially the exhibition that she will begin go back. Yeah.
I say that, yeah, all the stuff that exhibitors propose are really interested, and it's really the place to discover new things and things who can be useful for us. So yes, interesting.
This is the first time I have been here, going around to see the kind of products they have. I'm impressed, actually, most especially where I am sitting, because that is what actually brought us here. Mommy and my sweetheart saw one of the doors during the advert, and so today being Sunday after church, they said, no, let's go and have a look at it, because we also need some form of a door of the nature. That's why we came, and going around, I can attest that at least we still have quality products in the system, except that when it's not a fair like this, you find it difficult to locate where these people are and the explanation to that effect. Coming here, they have given me all the necessary explanations, especially some of the things I thought could be the door. I thought it's outdoor, until I came here and they told me this is for kitchen door. I said, no, if it's a kitchen door, that is for kitchen people, so I'm not going to go close to it.
5-star, we've seen you been to all the vendors around. Did you get anything specific that you wanted?
I'm working on a couple of projects, so it was only right I came to check for myself. I've seen a few. I got a few brochures as well and a few numbers, so we'll definitely be getting in touch with some of them for some stuff. It's very I think it's efficient, for anyone who has anything they're working on real estate wise, home wise. I feel like to have all these people under one roof makes it easy to, because there's a pool of people to select from. And for me, this makes my job easy, because I'm like, I'm gonna share lights for them, I'm gonna share pipe for them, I'm gonna share, you know what I mean? It's easy like that. So yeah, big up EcoBank and Joy. for putting this together. This is the second one I've been to. The first one was fire, so I knew what to expect. And everyone is worth coming here. Make sure you pull up and come check it out for yourself.
I know you've been here today. Your observations so far?
I think it's as we expected. I mean, we've done this. This is our 3rd or 4th year with Joy. And each time we do it, like Kim Promise said, it's efficient. It's a very easy way of putting all that you need when it comes to building and owning a home together under one roof. So clearly a brilliant afternoon. And for families that are not here yet, if they can still hear us and see us, it's the right time to come here before we fold up from the good part today.
Yeah. Now we know the next stop is latter part of October for the main fair. Do you have any expectations, and what do you have to tell everybody watching right now?
I think for everybody watching, this is a 3rd clinic, or this is a 2nd, third clinic. Third clinic.
Moving to the main.
So if you were at Chimota, you've been to Tema, and here you know what to expect. And at the main fair, I expect that everybody will come and all the goodies will be there, the discounts and everything will be there. But of course, at EcoBank, we do this because we believe that home ownership should not just be a dream. Everybody must own a home, and there are very simple ways to do that.
Well, and that's how we wrap up JoyNews Prime tonight. My name is Sheila Sechi. For more news, do log on to myjoyonline.com. Have a very good evening.